My name is Nisa. I'm one of the founding members of Tats Cru.
Tell us how Tats Cru came about.
I don't know, but one day you guys started following me. I couldn't get rid of you guys. He was like, that was it.
I started painting like early 1980s, and I met Nisa and BG in high school. And you know, originally the crew was started with myself, Brim, Mac, and Bass. We met in junior high school. It was TAT originally. It wasn't Tats Cru. The Tats Cru came later down the road, but we met in high school. Then the crew got bigger. It was, you know, us, BG, Nisa. You know, we had Ken, Sam, Shane, Raz, and it just kept going from there. Then in like early 90s or something, we met Fat Joe. He was writing crack at the time. And he had Terror Squad, he had TS, so we had TAT, and then we had TS. So we added the S to the end because it was supposed to be TAT-TS. And people kept saying, oh, you guys are Tats Cru. And we were like, no, it's TAT-TS. They're like, no, but it says Tats. We were like, all right, finally we just had to,
you're like,
I had to stay Tats. So that's pretty much how the name got started. And you know, from there, we've just been painting now together about 35 years.
Everybody that kind of like got into the crew, was part of the crew, had their own creative, you know, acronym.
Teenagers are tough.
Teenagers are tough, yeah.
What
Those were some of the original ones.
Yeah.
I mean, one that was real good was Time After Time. You know, that was a real nice one. You know.
That was cool. It was like they're all 30-something. It was something like that. You know, we got creative with everything.
Now it's talking all that shit.
Now it's talking all that shit.
And our mission always been like, be the best at what you do. And then we couldn't paint the subways anymore. We went up to the walls. And then next you know, we became the mural king because we was producing these big walls.
You got any close call stories?
Oh, yeah, a bunch of those. I mean, it comes with the territory, you know, the chase. I remember one time we were on, what was it, Intervale? Between Intervale and when Cuchilla broke his leg.
Oh, you know which was the ill time? In Monroe. When
Which
the
one?
cops ran into the handle court
and smashed our
picked
radio?
up the radio and
Oh,
smashed it. I was climbing. Everybody scattered in different directions. We had an old school boombox, right? And
We ran and left it.
We ran because they snuck up on us. We didn't even see them. They snuck behind the wall, and the car drove in real fast, and they came running around the wall. So James Monroe had like a huge handball court. It was like 4 handball courts all lined up. So we took off and scattered in different directions. So they had a big fence, so I climbed over the fence, and as I was climbing down on the other side, he kept trying to smack my hands with the billy stick. So while we was running, you see and you hear the cop screaming. He picks up the box and smashes it, like, picks it up. Yeah, we was all there like, oh!
Yeah, it was fucked up. It was just, all we wanted to do was to get up. We wanted to be known in the graffiti on the subways. We wanted to be recognized. People always say, did you think you were going to be doing this, that? None of that was even thought of. We had no idea that we'd be traveling to other countries. We'd be doing commercial work. We'd be doing, you know, movie backdrops, video backdrops. None of that was part of the plan. Our plan was super simple. Write our name on a train and get noticed by other graffiti writers. That was it. And it just, over the years, it's evolved into something else, you know, to a point where we've been fortunate enough to do it as a living, you know, make money from it, but definitely making money from it was not the plan.
It's time. I'm everywhere you never been and better than I ever been. Classic.
Classic.
I'm better than I ever been.
Of course. Big respect to artifacts, Fat Joey, Kraken, Mac, and Bio, and Brim come again with BG 183. Recognize.
Yo, it's all right. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right for you. We all grew up kind of nearby. I grew up in Longwood, and BG grew up in Simpson, and Bio's nearby. And he was from Bronx River, and I mean, these streets and these neighborhoods is our home. When we got out of work, we meet up each other and hang out in these neighborhoods. And so it's kind of like, it made only sense for us to, you know, to stay this grounded. We're comfortable here, you know, and how we got here originally
was
visit,
you know.
Our friends are always coming to visit.
Our friends are always visiting.
They're all outside. They're all outside. But no, I mean, it's like, again, we're part of this neighborhood, and like when I was growing up, I can speak for myself personally. I would see guys, and you know, they were real good at stickball or sponge ball or something, you know, some kind of sports, and you know, but you would never see them again. So if the younger kids could look up at us and see what we're doing, and then the added plus to them is that we're approachable and we're from these communities. We are them. You know, we were them many years ago. So it's like, you know, it brings a sense of like reality to what you can do, what can you know, what can be achieved. Because if you would have told me at 10 years old that I've traveled halfway around the world, I would look at you like you was bugging, like, what you smoking? Can I have some?
Bueno, es la cuarta vez que voy a tocar en Nueva York y la verdad es que puta, siento una calma muy rica, man. Siento la certeza de que tocar en cualquier lugar del mundo es lo mismo. Al final lo que hay que hacer en el escenario es exactamente lo mismo. Hay que ir, hay que ser honesto, hay que ser potente, hay que ser uno mismo finalmente. Pero por otro lado igual da una cosita especial estar en Nueva York, como puta, saber la cantidad de músicos maravillosos que hay en esta ciudad, la cantidad de gente distinta que hay. Me acuerdo la otra vez que toqué en Joe's Pub, en el público había muchos músicos que yo admiraba mucho, algunos que yo no sabía que estaban ahí. Y siempre está esa posibilidad, entonces da una energía extra. Además que estoy con dos muchachos de mi banda que no habían estado nunca en Estados Unidos y menos en Nueva York, y para ellos también son jazzistas, entonces es como la meca, es muy emocionante. Pasamos al Blue Note, decía sapear como cabros chicos, así, estamos acá. I left my home when I was 19 years old, and from that moment, like, the world became my home, you know. I was for 8 years without keys of any place. I was just a rambling man, and I still am somehow. Now I have my house, you know, in Santiago, but still all the time I'm going around, and it's family everywhere, you know. You start to make, like just now, my good brother comes that I met 10 years ago in Amsterdam, and now he's here, and who knows, you know, where the fuck the roads are gonna take us in the future. But like meeting you guys, it's always just new brothers that come along the way. And in this sense, you know, the people that were exiled, they are always welcoming you. We just had a week in Berkeley, in California, with a crew there that left and became something and made La Peña, which is really like a stronghold of Chilean culture in California. And it's like coming home, you know. For us, it's coming home, and for them, it's also that we bring a little piece of home, you know, of this weird country that they are nostalgic for, but also this country that they left doesn't exist anymore. It's a really strange mix.
Preguntándome qué hacer, me mareo y pierdo el rumbo, cambiando de parecer, busco indicios en las cartas de la borra del café, le pregunto a los maestros en un ciego acto de fe. Me doy 1500 vueltas, pero aún no sé qué hacer, mientras más preguntas hago, menos logro responder. En los cielos, no sé si algo va a pasar. Le pregunto a las estrellas por si hay algún plan astral. Y no tengo ni un mapa para seguir. No tengo ni una coordenada, ni una brújula que diga dónde ir. Oh, no, ¿cómo seguir? Quisiera que la vida misma me muestre el camino. preguntas, preguntándome qué hacer. Me mareo y quedo rumbo, cambiando de parecer. Busco indicios en las cartas que la borra del café. Le pregunto a los maestros en un ciego acto de fe. Me doy 1500 vueltas, pero aún no sé qué hacer. Mientras más preguntas hago, pero logro responder. Busco indicios en los cielos, no sé si algo va a pasar. Le pregunto a las estrellas por si hay algún plan astral. Y no tengo ni un mapa para seguir, no tengo ni una coordenada, ni una brújula que diga dónde ir. Oh, no, cómo seguir. Yo quisiera que la vida misma me muestre el camino. Muchas gracias, thank you so much. Muchísimas gracias.